Guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're here with Aisha Watches Anime. We're watching One Punch Man. We're on season 1, episode 9, which is called Unyielding Justice. So, in the last episode, we met a Deep Sea King. He is a formidable opponent. Apparently, he's one of the worst opponents they've come across in this Hero League in a while. I would say in a while because, from the beginning of this series, we saw that there were some pretty big threats, but, Saitama just kind of either breezed through if he felt like it, otherwise he kind of let the league take care of it. But we see that this Deep Sea King has already taken out a couple of their S tier and their A tiers, and anything below that can't even come close. He even took out some of their villains. So yeah, they really don't know what to do. They're trying to evacuate people, but we see that the Sea King has gone to the evacuation center because he wants to mess some things up. So yeah, my man Saitama needs to be on the way. He seems to be taking his sweet time though and getting easily distracted. In the meantime, we also have our bicycle guy, I can't remember his name, who's headed there, and Genos literally landed on site just as we ended the episode because yes, the Sea King is now at the refuge center and he's threatening to take everybody out. So ready to see how this episode goes. Let's jump in. Just before I do though, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and leave comments. It really helps the girl out. All right, that out of the way. Let's get into the episode right now. Wait. Whoa, calm down. This guy's no. Don't know why you thought that was going to be enough. Yeah, you did. I don't know what made you think. You don't learn. You're right. Thank you. You took the words out of my mouth.
SQ と協力して隕石を破壊した鉱石。だが、その素性が不明なため、インチキだと噂されている。
Sure, whatever. The results will speak.
彼の進化を見極めることができるかもし
He
れない。
punched through your equipment like paper. Okay, sure.
今から指示する現場へ急行してくれ。
Does he have? Can y'all pick him up? Okay. Y'all ain't got helicopters or nothing?
奴の相手をしているうちに急げ。
Y'all should not have to be told that. I feel like the heat should be good. Like he gets less powerful with he's dry. So really, my guy should just be flambeing him regularly. There you go. Maybe not outside with the rain though. That's a bad competition. Oh yeah, it's usually pretty dark under the sea. Yeah, call out those moves because I don't know why y'all do that. This is a Japanese thing. Do they just love to watch when really dangerous fights are happening? Oh, thank you, Moon-chan. Yeah, was that acid? Why are you still standing there? This is what y'all get. Run! Oh, yum. It's a good thing they've got your program on several backups.
Justice Clash!
Well, you know what? If he has nothing else, he has audacity.
無面ライダー参上
He's got balls. We'll give him that. Maybe not brains, but he's got balls. Oh, bless him. I shouldn't laugh. At least you kept him busy while Saitama arrives.
Justice Tackle!
He's got spirit. Yes, he does.
CQ ヒーローが大して役に立たないなんてこと
He is keeping you mildly distracted, so you're good for that.
俺がお前に勝てないなんてことは俺が一番よく
You have enough strength for this speech?
それでもやるしかないんだ
Oh, calm down, Terminator.
お前に立ち向かわなくちゃいけないんだ
Saitama will be proud of that energy. That's wonderful. You all are touched. Why aren't you running? Y'all didn't learn from that acid spit, huh? Okay. Beautiful. Spirited. Lovely. Saitama, hurry up, please.
無駄でした
Oh, thanks, Saitama.
よくやった。
See, I told you Saitama would be impressed.
おいジェラス
He said, Genos, yeah, are you still good, bro?
ちょっと待ってろ。今、珍海賊とやらをぶっ飛ばすからな。
Sea freak?
今までのゴミとは明らかに違うわ。
何？てめえのパンチが貧弱すぎるだけだろ。
Damn, he said up your game.
あの頭、 ヒーロー名簿で見た気がする。
That head.
俺知ってる
Why is it always his head?
私は深海の
Yeah, yeah, we know. We know.
海の王海は
What we really need to
万
know
物
is
の
where you're
源
getting that lip color. It's actually quite nice. Just share. That's all we're asking.
その私に立てついたという
Right? You talk too damn much.
雨降ってるから早く。
Right? It's icky out here. Silence. He even made it stop raining. Bruh. He said enough.
つまんねえな。
Right?
今回は少
Me
し期待
too.
した
I
んだ
really
けど
thought
な
we were gonna have something fun. They're building up to whatever Saitama's eventually gonna have to face. Oh, you found some pants, bruh? Oh, they're rebuilt. So handy.
郵便ですね
Is it lunch? Is it like in China? Did they send you boba?
一般の人からヒーロー宛てのおそらくフ
Uh,
ァンレタ
yeah.
ーのようなもの
At
で
the
す
very least, he deserves fan lessons for that.
あります
おう早く部屋戻って開
This
けよ
kind
う
of
ぜ。
balances out the whole meteor thing, right? Cheating?
仕留めちまったぞワンパンだよワンパン
Genos is so happy. He's like, that's my sensei.
実はあんまり強い怪人じゃなかったんじゃね
Why didn't you come out and fight him then?
確かに今のを見ると敵が弱く見えたけど。
There's always somebody who's
そ
a
こにいる
hater.
C 級ヒーローが一発で倒しちゃったんだぜ
Coco Kisher.
ぶっちゃけ大したことないんだな
Then you get out and do it then. Why were you in the evacuation center?
一応命張ってく
Thank
れたんだ
you.
ぜ
Why didn't you go out and fight?
なんで俺が怒られないといけないの
Because you're loud.
他のヒーローって結局何もヒーローらしい
But you hid though. That you hid though.
本当はただ遅刻してきただけとかバラしたらぶっ飛ばすぞどういうこと
That was contradictory in what he just said.
インチキ
いきなり出てきてものすごい速さで順位を上げてん
Yeah,
だ
but
よ
y'all didn't just see him take out him one shot it. Okay.
困るんだよ俺が利用できなくなるだろやっぱインチキか
Oh, Saitama, why are you doing this?
他のヒーローの方がヒーローらしいな
怪人を弱らせ
But I guess it's because he really, it is too easy for him. Because he's like, well,
ヒーローたちに心から感謝だな
but it was so that they didn't. It's really to counteract with that.
本当にそれでいいんですね
He realizes these people are ungrateful. Anyway. Aww. Sometimes it just takes one.
教会首の通知か別にいいけど。あ
Look at
なんだこれ？
that. You made it to rank one of the C's.
教会から手帳を支給されただろう
I don't think he read it.
君読んでないの
Hell no.
規約とか
Why would he
ルール
do
が記載
that?
されてるん
He
だ
doesn't have to.
あんたらが決めてんのかヒーローの格
They are
付
indeed.
今日の面接担当は我々4人だ
Why do I have to interview?
ずっと C 級でいたいならそれでも OK だどうする埼玉君
Indeed. What do you want to do?
けどっちでもいいけどせっかくだし B 級に
Right, he's like, at this point, your rankings are meaningless.
昇格希望か
では簡単な質疑応答と精神分析のテストをしてもらいます。
Okay.
本当にインチキばかりだろ
Some say.
体能力は体力試験の総合最高記録
Thank you. Please recognize.
彼はそれすらインチキなのでは
How?
噂さ
How?
れていま
That
す
means that you guys have a test that's not good.
B 級でも通用します
Why don't y'all
だ
fight
が
him if he's a
も
fraud?
し偽物なら彼は後悔すること
Exactly.
になる
Exactly. If he's a fraud, it's going to come out quickly.
ドラマ撮影中に何かと思えばそんなの僕を通さなくたっていいよ
Why is his hair long again? Is it a wig?
同じ所属としてお粗末な振る舞いをされると迷惑だからね
Okay.
特に今回の件なんてお粗末を通り越して無様だよ
Then why didn't you take your ass out to the front? That happened.
何しょげた顔してる
Right, Saitama really did try to throw the glory back to you.
顔が台無しだぞ
He put you in the same hospital?
さあエンジェルお注射の時間だ
Do I even want to know what's in that syringe?
今日から B 級
Congratulations, Saitama! You did that all by yourself.
おでん盛り合わせ
Oden.
いいよ飲まないのか
Oden.
飲まないなら何かおごらせてくれ
なんで
Oh, it's the
So-
bicycle guy.
これは昇格祝いだ
Moomin Rider seems like a sweet guy, actually.
降りようか
いや
But I don't think he could handle it.
そもそも C 級や B 級が束になっても勝てる見込みのない強敵だ逃げ
Well,
る
not
な
at the state they're in right now. It's such a waste. They should be learning from Saitama, really.
面白い人だな君は
Unintentionally.
俺は無面ライダー君と同じヒーローだ
And Saitama really does respect you.
手紙では伝えきれなくてね
じゃあもずくくれ。
ご主人
He's like, well, since you're buying. Cute. He's found another friend. Love that. Love that. All right, guys. Well, that was the end of the Sea King storyline. And sadly, once again, disappointing. I mean, we're not at the end of the season. I feel like if there's the big fight that Saitama's been waiting for, I feel like it's definitely not going to come mid-season. It's very interesting to kind of think about where this storyline is going to go with him, right? Because this whole thing is about looking for a real challenge. And all season long, we have not seen it. The only time we saw Saitama almost get beaten was back when he still had hair. And he almost got whooped by that under the sea crab. See, him and the sea have been beefing for a while. But anyway, yeah, he finally met up with this guy, and you know, it was after quite a long extended, you know, I don't know if he's directionally challenged or what, but it took him a minute to get to where everything was going down. We see that Genos, unfortunately, I love that he said everything I was about to say. I'm like, bro, after training with Saitama, you let your guard down after what? Okay, like you deserved getting hit. This thing was taking down S classes and A classes like it was nothing, and you thought one shot from you would be enough. Like, I know he's super powerful, but come on, Genos. So I'm glad that he knew for himself, like, yep, I let my guard down. That was on me. I didn't learn. Good. I'm glad you figured that out. But thankfully, because of the way he's made up, you know, even though he was almost ripped up, there was a backup somewhere. We're not losing Genos that quickly. But that happened, and then we see that, I mean, the reason he got like in such bad shape, though, I really do appreciate that he saved that little girl's life. I don't know why those people were so stupid as to not to try to at least get out of the stadium and scatter a bit, like make this sea monster work at getting you, please. But anyway, then we see, of course, Moomin Rider showed up, who they told him, like, don't go, like, you are Class C with no prayer of getting out of Class C. What are you doing? It doesn't look like he has any special powers. He might have a bit of a fighting ability, but really, I feel like out of the C class that we've seen, Moomin Rider is probably one of the few that is genuinely doing it because he wants to contribute in some way. Like, he genuinely just is doing it because he thinks it's the right thing to do, even though he knows he doesn't have the strength to come up against these other ones, because some of them have superpowers we've seen, right? But he doesn't have any of that, and he's still doing his best. So yeah, he went out there, and like he said, if whatever I can do, we saw his punches were weak, right? That he was like a gnat to this monster, right? Like a little, something like you feel like a little piece of sand graze across your skin. That's as much as he was doing, but he did it, right? He didn't hide in fear. We saw the other C class hero who went to the refugee center, who lost his water. And I'm not even judging him, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even he wasn't willing to go out there and even try. Whereas this guy knew, Moomin Rider knew it was probably gonna be the last thing he did, but at least him playing with this guy for a few minutes was enough to give potentially those hostages, if they'd been smart, not hostages, sorry, the refugees, they could have run, but they didn't. Anyway, but yeah, he still did whatever he could do. And it did. It kept him busy enough to keep from completely destroying Genos and for Saitama to arrive on site. And we saw that Saitama's like, you know what? I'm proud of you. Like, you did your best, and I really respect that. Like, I'm not even looking at you like, why'd you even bother coming? It was like, respect, bro, respect. Caught him, gently laid him down, and then he was like, anyways, I'm getting wet. You're annoying. So we saw, just took him down. One punch, that was it. And like he said, a bit disappointing. It's like, with all the stuff that I was hearing on all the dispatching and all the radio, I thought, man, this is gonna be a real fight. Nothing. Minimal. But I mean, the man did fight a Titan earlier this season, right? So anyway, poor Saitama in that he didn't still get his fight, but two good things came out of that. One, he is being promoted now to B rank. He got out of the C ranks all by himself, met the quotas all by himself. I mean, he did so much more that I feel like he should be skipping B and going straight to A, but because he quote unquote came from nowhere, which I'm like, where do all the other C ranks come from then? What do you mean come from nowhere? Like, are these career people? Like, I don't understand where this is coming from, but honestly, it's because they just don't want it to be true, right? Everyone's jealous. Everyone hates the fact that this guy is just not naturally, actually, he did work at it, but to them, he's just someone who came along who's unfairly good, and they don't want that. They want him to struggle. They want to see him go through, which I'm pretty certain a good chunk of those A ranks and S ranks did not earn their stripes either. They're just better at promotion, if we're being 100, but I digress. And then speaking of promotion, Mr. A class there, who's an actor actor slash singer who didn't feel the need to get dirty and help out. It's like, nah, I'm just here to promote my stuff. You know, good luck to the rest of those guys. Like, anyway, so that's kind of what Saitama is dealing with, right? Everyone in the C class already calls him a fraud because he's moved up the C class rank so quickly, but he's doing what he's supposed to do. The rest of them are too busy trying to get social media followers. You know what I'm saying? And then we see with this, he's been moved up to rank B, but I think the part that was kind of sad to me is that after he defeated the monster, you know, of course they were like somewhat impressed and then they were thankful. Then of course there's a one naysayer, right? The one guy who clearly lives in his basement, has no friends, never succeeded at anything, got bullied in high school and has to do everything he can to just drag someone down whenever he's got the chance, right? Trying to diminish it, taking away from it. And sadly, because of the groupthink, no one's actually like, wait a minute. I mean, one guy finally did punch him and say, shut up. But how much of people were like, actually, you know, maybe he did. Maybe that wasn't that strong of a, really wasn't that strong of a monster. He spit acid. He spit acid that melted a whole machine. You don't think he was powerful? Okay, sure. But again, shows that, again, a lot of people with fragile egos needed to hear that because they couldn't handle the fact that Saitama one shot at this guy, right? And Saitama hearing all of this, and again, not even for his own ego, which I mean, honestly, he has every right to be like, actually, screw y'all. But he hated hearing them dismiss the efforts of all the other heroes that had come. Some of them lost their lives, the rest in critical condition in the hospital to save them. And then this guy talking smack, well, it's this, we pay them, it's our tax money that pays them anyway. They should defend us. It's not our fault they're not good enough to take. Huh? When your ass sat safely inside and didn't have to do nothing? Didn't see you standing up for the women and children, sir. But it's sad because it's such a representation of our society and how ungrateful we can be when people do things that they don't have to do. Those heroes did not have to do that. The same way that celebrity said, now I'm here to promote a song, y'all figure it out. They could have all done that and y'all would have been dead. How about that? Just like that episode a few episodes back with the meteor. The guy saying, just got a new car. Well, how about you be dead? How are you gonna drive that new car when you're in hell, sir? That's right. No gratitude. Just so short-sighted. So anyways, Saitama being selfless in that moment said, you know what? While I should be upset that these people are being little, to me, they're not gonna disrespect the efforts of these people who just sadly weren't strong enough for this monster. So he's like, fine. Yeah, sure. I'm the fraud. I'm the one who's taking all the glory. They all did it. They weakened him up for me. The reason I was able to do that is because they were the ones that got him nice and soft and pliable so I could just come in and give him this little weak punch, and that's why he died, right? And so I saw that Genos, you know, he's like, okay, you know, because Genos, as we saw, 3-4 episodes, Genos would have been like lipping off to these guys. Not that he was really in a position to do anything, but you know, he would have been much more upset. But now he's like, you know what? If this is the way you want to do it, I'll respect it. But just know that if the time comes, you need someone in your corner, I will be there, right? So I love that Genos is starting to understand a little bit more of Saitama, because I think before he really couldn't get why Saitama doesn't like seek more glory, but that's really never why he's done this, right? Saitama's not doing this for the glory. He never has been doing it for any attention. Like he said, I'm just looking for someone to fight, bro. I just want a real opponent. That's all I'm looking for. And if I can help people, if I can stop disasters from happening, sure, but it's really not because I need the acknowledgement. It's never been about that, because if that was the case, he would already be the top S-ranked, you know, biggest hero ever if he really wanted that. But anyways, he's now gaining recognition on his own. And we see that there's people within the organization that are still kind of side-eyeing him a bit. But, you know, as the one guy said, look, if he's actually a fraud, then now that he's moving up the ranks, he's going to figure it out real quick, right? If he's faking it, if he's not that strong, he's going to come up against guys who actually are strong. And if there is a fraudulent fake nature, it's going to come out pretty quickly, which we all know that's not the case. So they're going to learn pretty quickly. And I do like this because maybe if he makes his way through the ranks like this, he's still going to have people who are always going to be jealous of him. But I do think he's going to start earning the respect of his fellow heroes, at least the ones that are sincere about doing their best. So yeah, it was a good episode. Kind of sad in the end for my man Saitama, but like I said, that one guy, Moomin Rider, might have been the only person who decided to thank him, but it meant a lot. Saitama is somebody who would relish that one sincere person over, you know, a mountain of empty flagellations, you know? So I love that about him. So anyway, great episode. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching along. If you did, please show some love and I'll see you in the next one.